Hello everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam and welcome to the halfway point. That is day 15 of 30 days of sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life. We are onto this sketch here from Lisa, who is on YouTube at Lisa Cuneo Scrapbooking. I'm sure I've said that wrong, I do apologise. Great sketch today. We have got sorry, we're having issues. We've got two photos, a landscape and a portrait, and some strips of patterned paper. So, quite a basic sketch that gives you a lot of potential to take it in your own way. So, these are the photos I am going to scrapbook. Yes, it is more Disney artwork, guys. It's this one, which I just love. How cool is that? And then it's the Hollywood Studio artwork. We've got three little patterns. I'm going to do two strips of each, I think. I've got a couple of cut aparts. I think by this point I'd learned that I don't need to put my entire stash into a page kit. So it's not quite as full as some of the others. We've got a little journaling spot, some black acrylic stars, a chipboard piece that says Magical Memories, and then this piece which is actually a 2x2 cut apart, but I may cut out the M. We shall see. I do apologise if you can hear dogs. Pippin is doing some sort of craziness behind me. And then we have our stickers here. We have this. Now how cool is that for that photo? I know. It is a gnome. It is the Photoplay Disney-esque collection. Then our paper, we have a black piece of cardstock from Card UK, Craft UK, which I just get from Hobbycraft or Amazon. Seems to be the best quality. It's smooth. Obviously, textured would be American Crafts. Simple Stories Say Cheese. This is Say Cheese 1, so this is an old piece of paper from 2013, 11 years old, and I like it's got the file folder sort of design on it. So I am going to cut this down here and here and mat it on the black, and then I don't know, I think we'll have some sort of strips. I need to decide how big, because I do want to keep this bit in as well. So I'm going to just cut the branding strip off and trim this down, and trim these into probably 1.5 by 3 inches, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, so that is everything cut. It's quite an easy layout, to be honest, because A, we've got the background paper, and B, what I'm using kind of pulls it together pretty quickly. So I've decided not to use the basil, just because I think there's too much red. I cut this to 11.5 by 11.5, which gives us a 1/4 inch border with the black. It did take out the sort of this very small bit of colour you can see. There was a strip of that, but that's fine. And then we've got these star papers, both of which are from Cartabella's Disney-esque collection. And what I thought is, we're going to take inspiration from the sketch and we're going to sort of pop them at angles like this, going all the way along, like so. So I've started with the red, just because we've got the black obviously at the around the edge. So we're starting with the black and alternating between black and red. And we're just going to go quite randomly all the way along. And then, what I thought is we could potentially give them a bit of a distressed feel, perhaps. That one might be a little bit too lopsided, I'm not sure. No, let's roll with it. So that is going to go like that. I feel like I need another one. No. So that is that. I am going to just pull this one in, just because something's not sitting right there. So let's pull this in to about there. That feels like it's a bit more central, and then I'm just going to roll up the edges a bit, give them a distress, sort of fold them over, give them a bit of a tear. Only on one side, obviously, because the other side is tucked under the next piece, sort of thing. So we're just going to literally, like this, so just roll it up, give it a bit of a tear, give it a bit of a distressed feel, gives it some texture, like so. It doesn't matter if you rip the paper, that is what you want. Okay, Cartabella paper is obviously the really thick, heavyweight textured. I love Cartabella paper. So much quality, and it's no more expensive than like Echo Park, is it? Which surprised me. I thought they would charge more for the Cartabella paper, but they do not. So we're just going to do the last one. Now on this last one, which is the red, of course we have both sides. So I will distress both sides just because I think it'll look a bit random if we don't. So we're just going to fold this one, give it a tear, turn it around and do the same on this side. There we go. Like so. So there is our strips. Super duper texture going on there. You can see it really makes a difference. Then we have our photos, which I have matted just on plain white cardstock, and they are going to go up here. What I will do is get some fun foam, and let's pop some fun foam on this. So to do that, what I think I'm going to do is, because obviously we've got the texture of the distress, so I want it all to align. So I'm going to put strips of fun foam in between each of the distressed parts, and then we can fill in any gaps on the actual photo. So we're just going to bish bash bosh our way through that. Can cut that in half. Oops. And then just check how far the photo's come, because I don't want to end up with random fun foam. So that's going to go there. Okie dokie, so that's going to go there. The ones that I've already done probably a little bit too long, but it's okay, we'll work with it. Not got much choice now. Okay, so then we're going to put one there and one final one. It's just going to go here, and that's going to sit there. So I will put two down here, but I will cut a bit of that off. Like so. Okay. Then we just want to put some tape on here. You always have to press hard when you're putting this tape onto foam, because otherwise it just won't stick. Not sure why. Okay. So that is where our photos are going to be adhered to. So that one is going to go on first, and we're going to put it at an angle about there. Now you will notice that I have a bit of the fun foam showing. That's okay. This one is then going to go about here, like so. So there are our photos. Now on the actually, forgive me, for I have done it wrong. I'm going to move this one up a little bit actually. So I want this one to go about here. And I want this one to go as far as it can that way. There we go. So they're actually going to go there. So now we have a bigger gap on this side because I do want to use a cut apart. So I wasn't sure which I wanted to use. So I think I'm thinking let's use the bingo cards, but I'm going to cut them about there. And we're going to pop the red one in first, about there, and then the black one in atop of it, which I'm just going to cut a little bit more off so that we can tuck that in if I can. There we go. So we've got those going there. I do like that. Okay, I'm not going to use the postcard or that, but I am going to use this label, which is just going to sit where that fun phone is here, over the photo slightly. So that's going to go there. I don't mind covering a bit of, excuse me, Pluto. Then I'm going to cut out this M. As I said, this was a ephemera piece. No, it's not. This is a cut apart piece from a photoplay collection. I think it's the second one, which I believe was Another Day at the Park. It's either that or it's the Tula and Norbert's Magical Adventure. It's one or the other, guys. So we're just going to cut out that, which gives us our M embellishment. And of course M is for Magic and Mickey. And then, I don't know. So on the sketch, the title goes up here, which I do kind of like. However, we already have some pre-printed words on the paper, so I don't want to go too OTT. So I'm actually going to cover where it says magic, magic, magic up here with this chipboard piece, which is going to become our title. Then on this side, I think we might use this speech bubble, which says My Happy Place. Yeah, I like that. So let's use a little bit of fun foam. Just need a few squares to put that on there. So there we have that little, it's a speech bubble, but that bit is a bit redundant anyway. This is quite a minimal layout for me, but I actually really like it. The strips are not visible too much, and it all seems to work really nicely. Now I would like to use this, but I'm not sure if we're going to get that in or not. So let's see if we can or not. There we go. I kind of don't want to cover the bingo cards. Now on the sketch we do have an embellishment cluster down here, so I did think we could create Making Memories Magic. That kind of works, doesn't it? So I am going to cover there, and then alongside that let's bring in one of these stickers maybe. I quite like that. I know some people are going to say, well, that's random. And yes, it is random, but I like it. And I wanted to use this car because obviously we've got a car there, but if we can't get that in, then that is fine. I'm going to use that arrow there. And we have got this little puffy sticker car, so I'm going to use that on here instead. That just seems a little bit more appropriate. And then finally we've got this little flag, which you can always use a little flag. That's going to go here. Probably not going to use this car, so that's going to stay on our wax paper. Let me just cut that. That can go back in the stash. And then we've got some acrylic stars to finish us off if we want. I think we might put this up there. Oops. There we go. So that is going to go there. Quite like the way that sort of extends that little bit. And then just to finish us off, we're going to use some of these acrylic stars. We have got 2 outlines and 3 innards. I'm not sure what you call them. So I'm just going to use a little bit of Nouveau glue and pop a few of them around the layout. So we've got 2 solids there. Let's pop a outline up here about there, maybe, yeah, and then we'll pop a couple up here as well. Then I was thinking whether we need enamel dots to finish it off. I'm not sure. Let's see what we've got in our box of enamels. Let's see. I know we've got some Echo Park ones. Not got that many Disney ones left, to be fair. We've got Simple Story Say Cheese Main Street. So let's use a couple of these just to finish us off. So I'm going to use a bit of the yellow, red and black there. And I'm going to use a very small red and yellow and black up there. And I think that's probably going to do it. I'm only going to do 2 clusters. I'm going to be a rebel. And we're only going to do 2 clusters of 3 enamel dots. I know. And that is it for today. Really simple, really quick and easy layout. But I do love the result. Let me know what you guys think. It's busy but minimal at the same time, if you know what I mean. I'm glad I've put this bit down here just to give that a little bit more fun. And as I say, it's documenting some of the artwork, so the photos are not precious or anything, but I like the way that they stand out with the white matting. Don't forget to check out Lisa's channel. You'll find it linked in this video, and check out the playlist, Facebook group and all the good stuff. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow as we enter the second half of 30 Days of Sketches Series 14. Bye for now.